Hey, what's up, YouTube? I'm going to try and monitor my audio. Hi, YouTube. What's happening? Pleasure to see y'all. Hopefully, y'all are having a fantastic Tuesday. All right. Do that. There we go. Confirm. Go live. Okay. There we go. I do want to adjust this microphone just a little bit. I'm going to bring it down just a tad. There we go. We're going to try it with a little background noise today. Okay, there we go. We are live. What's up, Irish Cream? How are you? How's everybody doing tonight? You're gonna need some serious fire. Need some firepower. There we go. And let me get this light all set up here. Yeah, we're good. Hi, Red Squeak. What's up, Beth? How you doing? Oh my goodness. Got to split some tubes real quick. Just chilling? Well, that's good. How's therapy going? Okay, so we're gonna split a couple tubes, and then yeah, we got some orders to get done. You guys are keeping me busy with orders. And Beth, I think tonight we'll go over an item that I want you to try for your ornament list that we were talking about. Let's just do a demo tonight of it. I'll just show you how to make it. There we go. Split this down. I'm going to crank this fan up a bit. It's hot. I thought it was going to be a little cold, but I forgot when I run this big ass flame, it gets hot. Oh my goodness, they're sending you back. Well, let's hope they do some good work with you, Red Squeak. I hope you kind of recover a little fast. Be good. Being in pain sucks. What's up, Simley? Yeah, absolutely. It depends on how she's feeling too, Beth. I mean, she has good days and bad days. So we need to make sure that works out too. Hi, Jules. How are you? Okay, so we got this point pulled. We're good. Make sure that we got it nice and straight right there. Little ASMR sizzle there. Then I got one more tube I do need to split because we've got two different size stuff to do today. So let's kick on the big flame, go from there. Waiting to see a hummingbird? Yeah, we could do a hummingbird right after I pull this tubing, we'll do a hummingbird. That's easy. Obviously, Sassy. Hello. How are you? Thank you for the heartbeat. I got you, Beth. We could do that. Nope, this is not neon. This is not neon. This is a form of glass blowing called lamp working. and it is derived from when they used kerosene lamps as a heat source. They were modified. So the term lamp working comes from kerosene lamps. Okay, there we go. We got that good. Burn this off here. Okay. Obviously, Sassy, thank you for the Go Populars and the Super Popular. That's the first time I think I've seen Super Popular. That's kind of cool. I've not seen Super Popular before. So I am going to give some shout outs. We have Dragonfly Creation, and I don't know if Groves is on, for their glassblowing experience. They are learning glassblowing, and it's really cool to follow their progress. So if you ever want to see someone actually like get better, it'd be a good chance to follow them and watch what happens and how that works out in the real world. Not someone telling you, oh, it's easy. Then we got obviously Sassy, who is my TikTok coach. And I highly recommend, if you want to grow your content, if you want to learn about TikTok, if you want to become a creator, everything from the do's and don'ts to how to join an agency and what to look for in an agency, she's definitely one you want to follow. You know, watch a couple of her live streams and go from there. And then we got Red Squeak in the house, who has been with me for quite a while. He's an amazing moderator and always has my back. I appreciate it. I've got that cut down. Got everything cut down. Elena's in the house too. How are you, Elena? Lee, what's going on? How are you? How are you doing today? Sharky, how are you? Jojo Smiles is in the house. Jojo is another person that has been with me for a very, very, very long time. And I can't thank Jojo enough for hanging with me. She's been an absolute gem to have in my world. Tim, how are you? All right, I'm going to start off. I said I was going to do a hummingbird. Let's do that. We're going to make a hummingbird. I should create a new creation for this. Obviously, Sassy, thank you for the galaxy. Yeah, we're going to do a different color combo, I think, than normal. We'll use the dark green for the body. And I'll figure out, maybe we'll do dark green, light green. That actually might be a cool combo. Lime green for wings, tail, and beak, and then dark green for the body. That actually, I think, will be actually pretty freaking nice, to be honest. We can also do silver shimmer. Ooh, that's very tempting. Now we're going to do silver shimmer on a different combo. All right, let's make a hummingbird. So here we go. The fractured ice cream gum came out. It lived. It was perfect. Michelle, how are you? Good to see you. I was going to ask out loud, obviously, Sassy, are you just doing TikTok, or are you going to be coaching through all social media platforms? So I want to be able to see if you're going to go through all social media platforms. And you're just starting with TikTok, or how's it going to go? What's up, Brandy? It's the TGI Fridays guy? No, I wish. Hollow Moon, what's up? All right, so we're making a ball for the hummingbird real quick. Elena sent the big shout out. So Elena gets the big shout out. Big shout out to Elena at Simon. It's Elena Simon. Big shout out. Big shout out gifts are going to get you a big shout out, because it's kind of a reaction to it. Lane has been around with me for a long time too, so very cool. I'm so sorry, Brandy. All right, so we got this ball created right now. We're going to use a small rod, and I'm going to create what I like to call the template of my tail. So if you try to make a hummingbird tail just without a guideline, like guidance, they always get crooked. So this allows me to keep it centered, and it gives me a good reference point as to how to put it down and where to put it. So we're going to bring it here. You just grab it here. We're going to pull it this way, like that. Now, when I'm doing demos for kids, like if I have a homeschool group here or a classroom, what's up, Rogue? Gunfighter. I meant to call you Gunfighter. So that's the tail template. When I have kids here, they always think that's going to be the beak and the head for the hummingbird, which I get it. Looks very close. Okay, here we go. So we're going to make the tail. I don't like using any tools for making my hummingbird. I think it's nice to freehand everything. Doesn't mean that using a tool is wrong. I just prefer this method. So there's half a tail. We're going to come through and do the other half. That. Carl, thanks for the follow. One more. The answer is yes. Okay, I forgot. Probably should mention the big YT. But yes, okay, cool. So I'll just say across all social media platforms. And that way it helps me explain a little bit more. All right, there is the tail right there. Now we're going to attach a rod back here. Now this rod back here is so that I can finish the rest of it. I use this end so I can do the tail half, then I connect the rod here so I can do everything from there on. This is actually going to be a cool combo, I think. I don't think I've done dark and light green like this. It's a good warm-up piece, I can tell you that. Looks like Dick is having a problem. There we go. There we go. So that is the body, and we're going to start creating the rest of this now. So first step, we got to add a little hook so it can hang. Then we'll do the wings and everything else. Terry, there is a link in my bio. I have a TikTok shop. Yeah, the tail was quick. Well, after this, if you guys want, I can speed. We can do a speed run on a bird. If you want to try that, you can actually time me if you want. I won't be able to talk much, but we can do a speed run if you want. Then you can see me in full bore, full action. You'll see what production looks like. I do ship overseas, but it only goes through DHL. That's the only company I'm comfortable shipping with. There we go. All right, we'll do it right after this bird. We'll do a speed run. Catastrophic, how are you? So it's good that I get to warm up for a minute. Hi, Colleen, how are you? Urban, what's up? I don't do Prince Rupert's drops. They are, for me, I think they're a very dangerous item to make. Actually, not to make, but to have around after they're made. Those little glass shards can create havoc on your body, and I do not want to be responsible for that. I'm not going to be the person that has a kid get a hold of that and damage their eye permanently. So I won't make them. Christy, thank you for the heart. Thank you for the heart. Big shout out for Christy. I got the shout out the gift on the TikTok, so we're going to do shout outs when the shout out comes across. Big shout out for Christy. All right, there's wing number 1. Pass the gas. Thank you. Johnny, what's up? How are you? All right, we're going to do wing number 2. I'm probably going to make a second version of this. A second exact copy of this so that I could photograph. I think we'll add it to the lineup. I'm already liking this color combo, and I bought a ton of this lime green glass, so I want to make sure I use it. Okay, wing number 2 is done. We just have to balance it out, smooth out the front. Just kind of chilling with this. Laura, I appreciate that. Thank you for the kind comment. Brandy, I am going to send you some good vibes. I'm going to send you some good vibes, Brandy, for some happiness in life. I'm going to send it your way. I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm going to try. I forgot to add black for the eyeballs. What's up, Becca? How are you? All right, so there's the bird all completed. I do like this color combo. I'll show you light-wise what it looks like. Everything always looks good in light. Now you can see that how that lime green really coincides with that body. Looks really good. Looks fantastic. Then we're going to just cap it off. Or not. Sometimes I get lucky and that just taps right off. This time I did not. And that's okay. So there's the bird. What's up, Miss Vicious? Miss Vicious gets a big shout out for the shout outs. Thank you, Miss Vicious. Big shout out. All right, so we're going to speed run this one. So if you got a stopwatch or something that you want to, no, I don't want to make a Cheeto. I have never made one, so I would need a while to think about that. Doesn't mean I can't make it. I just don't want to try it right now. All right, so we're going to speed run this bird, which means I'm not going to show it in the back and forth because we're going to go through a speed run. Anybody want to guess time frame? Anybody want to guess how many minutes it's going to take me to do this bird from start to finish? We can make dogs, yes. 20 minutes? Mike says 20 minutes. Rain says 2 to 3. Tim says 2. Becca says 5. Robert says 10. 4.5. 5. 4. 10. 8. All right. A lot of variation there. 1 minute? No. If I could do it in 1 minute, I'd be like superhuman. All right, let's go. So if y'all want to start, you can now. We're going to start making the bird. So we'll do a little time here. Not as fast as I used to be, but still should be pretty quick. Still should be semi-quick. Jojo says 7 minutes. What are we at? I'm at 2014. Okay. 20 minutes and right around 20 minutes. I think it was about 14 seconds ago. So about 20 minutes. So we'll see where I finish up. First step is to make the body. It's kind of a love-hate relationship with the glass too, because I'm like, hurry up and melt. And then there's going to be a stage where I'm like, hurry up and cool off. It's like this really fine balance. I got something freaking sticky. I can't swing the glass as well as I normally used to. Okay, so we got that. Again, I'm not going to show in the camera right away. We're speed running. This is what a normal production level would look like if you were doing production as a glassblower and you weren't live streaming and you just had your headphones on listening to music. This is about what you would want to do. I can answer questions though. This is green on green. Like a dark green body with lime green wings, tail, accent, beaks, whatever. Oop, got to put a hook on it. That would have been bad. That's okay, I could have figured it out. It's my favorite thing I've ever made, probably one of my swords. Walter? So this part is taking forever. I hate putting these hooks on. They take so long. This is where I'm like, hurry up and cool off. All right, I don't know where we're at. Obviously, Sassy, thank you for the October pumpkin. Coming through, and that's a little gooey right there. A little out of control on that. There we go, much better. Wing number one done. So yeah, if you were in a production phase of doing this for a living, this is what you would do over and over and over and over and over. By the hundreds, if not thousands. I gotta be honest, it's not a bad career. Nothing wrong at all with production work. There we go. All done. Hey, what's up, brother? Scared the crap out of me for a second. All right, where are we at? We're at 5 minutes and 16 seconds for that bird. Hold on 1 second.
I just gave you the best lot.
What's that?
I just gave you the best lot.
Well, yeah, absolutely. There you go. All right, there we go. 5 minutes and 15 seconds, roughly. We were having a speed run on here. Kind of having fun.
I was trying to have a speed run getting to you in time before this happened.
Oh, what happened?
Before like it got dark.
Oh, yeah. No worries.
But the stage was screaming today.
Nah, it's all good. How's it going? You doing good?
You're actually, I'm making my last stop.
Awesome.
Out of 186.
That's a lot of stops.
2 more I had yesterday.
That works. What's the name on YouTube? Yours?
I think it's Rowdy Redneck 22.
What is it?
Rowdy Redneck 22.
All right, Rowdy Redneck 22. Give a follow. He's here doing his delivery at the moment. He's going to make awesome content, telling you.
Yeah, I got to get a body camera and I'm going to start doing videos for preview.
That's right. All right. So, just have to put these little bits together. You were off by 10 seconds. Were you off by 10 seconds, Christy? Did you have 5:30? Let me just put this together too real quick. No, you're good. All good. I just understand it. It's hard for me to hear sometimes. That's why when you walked up, I was like, whoa.
I'm wearing headphones all day and people scare me on paying attention.
All right. So this is part of maintenance with what I have to do too. You have to take these short rods and pop it in together and extend the life of them. You know, this is where a lot of your cost is. You don't want to throw anything away as much as you can get away with trying to salvage it. Have I made a hedgehog? No, I have not. Doesn't mean I could. That's Fritz's favorite plushie toy is a hedgehog, so I probably should look at making a hedgehog. Jason Blue Flame, what's up? Jason Blue Flame was my very first moderator, which you will need when you get started. You will need to have moderators. If you need some, you can borrow mine. They're awesome.
I'll use you.
Not me, you can borrow them.
I'll still Beth.
Yeah, Beth is awesome.
And I'll use my wife as a secondary.
Yep, you want to have a few. All right, any questions before we get started? Seahorse? Yeah, we've done seahorses for sure. Seahorses are a little bit, the shaping, you have to get it just right. You have to get it just right. Do I do glasswork for a living? Yes. Make a carrot. I haven't made a carrot in a long time, but I have made a carrot. Interestingly enough, the carrot that I made was a memorial. It was a memorial carrot. And the guy's dog loved carrots. So it was his favorite treat was a carrot. So he asked me to make his dog into a carrot. Yeah, I could, Walter, I can show the small mini sword. I'm not going to go get the big one out right now. This is the small one. Like that. So that is the small dagger / sword. The big one's behind me, but it's a pain in the butt to get out right now. I used to have them hanging, but TikTok made me take it down because they said they were weapons. So, yeah, it was dumb. Glass sword, weapon. One time. All right. I'm going to prep this real quick, and then I want to go over an item for Dragonfly Creation or Beth. I want to show her an item that I would like her to work on. We're going to kind of go through how I would put it together. And we'll make it from there. Yeah, dangling twine ball. Yeah, the carrot was kind of cool for a memorial. I wasn't really thrilled about doing it, but then once I got into it, it was kind of cool. No, I don't do pumpkins. There are like a billion pumpkins out there. You don't need a pumpkin from me. Take care, my friend. I'm gonna give you some shout outs.
Hey, I'm gonna pull you up when I get in my car and drive home.
All right. Take care, my friend. Thank you. All right, we're gonna pop this in the kiln. How do I send something for a load fix? Brandy, just if you don't have my address, send me a message and I'll give you my address to send it in. I'll get you taken care of. Yeah, we're actually gonna do a mushroom. That's funny that mushroom guy's here. We're actually gonna make a mushroom. This is going to be for Dragonfly Creation. I don't know if Groves is on, but we're gonna make a mushroom right now because I think it'll be a cute ass Christmas ornament for her. Do I teach people? Not anymore. I don't necessarily give lessons, but you can watch my channel and you'll pick up a lot. You know, I'm pretty open with my information. At least I think I am. Okay, Beth, do you want to work more solid glass or do you want to work tubing, blown glass? And that'll decide which way we go. Actually, we'll do two versions of it. We'll just do two versions. It'll be okay. We'll do the blown glass first. How do you get started? What would it cost? Roughly about $3,000 to get started. I'm just being upfront. $3,000 gets you your equipment, but you have to remember you have a monthly maintenance. You have glass, oxygen, propane, all that stuff, electricity. It took you $200 for a starter kit. I don't know what you have. Then I wouldn't. You can't even buy one of my tools for $200. No, I have not done a squirrel yet. I would like to do a squirrel since I have a pet squirrel that comes in my studio, though. What's up? So we're going to do a blown glass version of this first, and then we'll do a solid version of a little Christmas mushroom. Little Christmas mushroom. No, glass doesn't heat up near your finger. So unlike metal, glass does not conduct heat. It is a great insulator, horrible conductor. Move some of this over here because I'm going to need that. All right, so first things first. Oh, thank you, Jay. So we're going to preheat all this. Oh, you're using hothead. Okay. No, it's all good. You know what? It's good to ask questions. If you don't know, you don't know, and it's good to ask questions. Now you know. Yeah, glass doesn't transfer heat like metal at all. It's a cool substance to work with. Okay, I'm going to taper this off really good right now. Keep it round. All right, so first things first, this is an actual tutorial on how to make a little mushroom. Ooh, that is absolutely perfect too. I got a little chunk of silver here calling my name. There's a little bead of silver here. I hope it's silver. That might be gold, crap. But you're going to see a process called fuming. The candy wrapping, I'm not so happy with the candy wrapping. This is the one that has the candy cane kind of thing. I'm not so thrilled with the one with candy wrapping. I really don't know if I like it at all. This appears to be, I think, gold. That is gold. Pop it over here. All right, 1 second. I do need to prep. So we're going to be taking pure silver. Normally I take one of these big old silver coins like this. This is a Canadian maple leaf. I'll take something like this and I will chop it up. You can see the little Canadian symbol right there. This is the purest silver there is that I know of. And now I'm going to take a little chunk of silver here. We're going to pop it into this marble mold. If you see on the inside here, you can see all those little silver beads running around. Those are pure silver. Oh, got to put the coin away. And we're going to pick up that silver with the glass rod, like this. And we're going to use that to color the mushroom at first. And that's going to be the part that is kind of cool to watch. So if you've never seen silver vaporized onto glass, it's a cool process. It's called fuming, F-U, like fuming. We're going to pick that little bead up. It's going to be a stubborn bead. Wow. There we go. Finally. So I just kind of fused it onto the rod right there. You can maybe see the little tiny chunk hanging out right there. But there's a little nobule of silver. Going to bring out the tube like this. And we're going to preheat the tube just a tiny bit. And we're going to vaporize that silver right at the tip of this flame. What's going to happen is the silver is going to get into a form where it's almost like a gas. And it's going to use the flame as a conduit to transfer onto this tube up here. And it's a pretty quick process, but it's basically silver plating that tube now. So now we have a silver plated tube. It's almost, like I said, just like a spray paint can. So we basically just plated that. Now, back in the day, that was like a super secret, you don't tell anybody what you're doing method. People would literally hunt you down if you gave away the secret. Yeah, the flame does heat it fast. So right now I'm just kind of burning it in a little bit. Now it's not going to look like that when I get done. The trick of this is you add enough silver to apply it, but you want to leave just enough to coat it, but not too much. The less silver that's on there, the more color there is. So less is more with this. So right now, this is the last time you'll see it this color. And we're going to attach and pull the mushroom stem right now. So just an attachment. Can you separate the silver if you want? No. No, it's literally vaporized on there. All right, first step, we got to make the bottom section right here a little stable. Because as I start pulling the mushroom stem, this little section where I'm heating, you can see that hot spot. That is very, very thin. So I'm just collapsing it down a tiny, tiny, tiny bit. And Beth, you'll be able to go back and re-watch this on the tube. So you can watch it over and over if you want. Yeah, I know, Dwayne Brown. I thought, first time I thought Guy Fieri, I thought he was me. Jojo, 20K, thank you. All right, so we're going to heat it up here. And we're going to give it a pull. So this is the mushroom stem. Samuel, thank you for the follow. So we're just heating. Now, the trick on this is I'm heating on the bottom part of the flame. See? Bottom. Not on the top, on the bottom, so I can see through, and not all the way in the flame. If you heat on the bottom, you're not going to burn all the silver off. If you heat it directly in the center, you will burn it off. Then we're going to bring it out. I don't care how you pull it, but just nice and slow. Don't go too fast at all. Take it slow. Like that. And go a lot longer than you think you need. What's the temp in the room? About 58 degrees. Brian, thank you for the rose. Appreciate it. Yeah, we're doing a mushroom. I'm showing Dragonfly how to do a mushroom ornament. It's going to be a specific mushroom, Christmas mushroom ornament. We're going to add a little character to it. NJB, what's up? Thank you, Brandy. Okay, so for simplistic approach to it, we're going to take white and we're going to dot all the way around this mushroom, okay? The head, the top of the mushroom. And you do not have to have a specific pattern for it if you don't have white frit. If you have white frit, you'll want to roll it in. But I don't know if you have white frit, so we're just going to dab it around here all over the place. Like that. Yeah, we're doing a little tutorial right now. So we got the white dots all the way around. Oh, thank you. What's up, Jennifer? Have I ever gotten burned? Tiny. I barely ever get burned. Knock on wood, though. All right, so we're going to add red now. So we're going to go on top of that. I don't care where you put it. Random dots are okay. Okay. If you can overlap on top of the white, that would be good too. Because you're going to get this really punchy red in here if you go on top of the white. Because the white background will make the red pop a little better, but if you don't, that's okay too. This is the red Elvis, yes. All right, so now we got red dots on top of the white. I hope I didn't miss any. Nope, we're good. Okay. Now we're going to melt it all in. So we're going to bring it in here. We're going to melt everything in. I was trying to think of a cool ornament for you to do. So, you know me, I'm a little bit nutty, so this isn't going to be like a traditional, all the way mushroom tradition. This is going to be a Christmas wackadoodle mushroom ornament. So we're going to get a little nutty with it. But there's a reason why we're doing this. You're going to see it very shortly here. Got it all melting in right now. So all those little bumps have melted in. But I don't want you trying to color the stem right away other than fuming, because it's really hard to get that stem straight if you're not used to blending the clear glass right off with color. And Christmas is so close around the corner, so I want to get you going fast. All right, so we got kind of a mushroom look. It's semi-mushroom. So the next thing is we're going to heat from the bottom. We're going to heat on the bottom section of the cap. Okay, all the way underneath it. Don't heat the stem, only the cap, not the stem. And then let it fall down, so it creates more of that mushroom gap. Then give it a small puff of air, like that. That takes any creases out. Honestly, the cheapest, you're going to spend, if you really want to do it right, you're going to spend a minimum of $2,000 if you can get some used equipment. But I always tell people, budget for $3,000. All right, so now we got the mushroom going right there, and we're going to create the hat. We're going to put a hat on this guy. Now you don't have to use a hat if you don't want. You don't have to use white glass. There are a couple options out there for white that's a little better, cheaper, but I'll message you about that. Thank you, Dwayne. Yeah, we're doing a tutorial. I'm helping Beth, or Dragonfly Creation, on how to make a Christmas ornament. So on the top, we're going to add a Santa hat. And this will be the hook that your mushroom hangs from. So you don't have to add a separate hook to it, which will be really, really nice. Now you can scale this mushroom however big or small you want. That's really up to you. And we're going to take that and we're going to flatten. Like that. And then I want to push a little bit on the mushroom top by pushing some air out. There we go. Otherwise, it could be a serious problem. I do use frit sometimes. Right now I'm doing it because I don't know if Dragonfly or Beth has frit on hand. So I'm not incorporating the frit right now. Now you can use red or green, whatever color you want for the top. We'll just do green for this purpose. Kathleen, thank you for the follow and thank you for sharing. You wanted to see if I'm watching, Brandy? Of course I'm watching. Okay, here we go. Green wanted to give me a little bit of a problem there. Christy, thank you for the money gun. All right, so we got the hat pretty much formed here. Now, if you notice, I always melt my hat this way. I liked it falling down. I'm pushing up, but letting it fall down too. Then we're going to bring it out. got that done. Then we got to put the little pom-pom on here. Can't tell you how many times I've forgotten the little pom-pom. Pom-poms are bleh. Oh, thank you, Good Karma. All right, so now we got the pom-pom on there, so the hat on the mushroom is right there. Dude, stop asking me to co-host. I don't want to co-host with you. Sorry. Hate it when people do that. All right, we got to warm this up. I've been going slow. Thank you, Miss Vicious. It's so good to see you, Miss Vicious. So good to see you, Miss B. All right, so what I'm doing right now, I'm warming it back up. It got a little cold because I was working a little slow. Okay, so this is, yeah, I can definitely help you. Private message me and I can give you some places to go to learn, like get good advice from. I can definitely point you in the right direction. Okay, here we go. This is my wildness here. Oh, it's definitely going to be whimsical. I told y'all I have a demented, a little warped brain, so I make weird crap. There we go. And then, of course, we got to put googly eyes on. Oh, shit, just touch the side of there. Melt in. Pull that orange back out a little. I melted it in too much. I wouldn't try and add a mouth to it, but I think a googly eye mushroom head Santa thing would be kind of cool for an ornament. But that's definitely the way I would, one version of it. Kind of looks like Bert and Ernie. Doesn't it look like Mushroom Ernie from Bert and Ernie? Has a Bert and Ernie look to it. Thank you, Slim. So that's one that I would definitely, yeah, Bert was the tall one. Am I still making minis? Absolutely, Brandy. So now we're going to do a solid version of that, and I would change it up a little. I would still do the Santa hat, but the solid version I would make much smaller because you're talking solid for weight. So you don't want it too heavy. Thank you, Daisy Girl. All right, so we're going to bring it in here. We're going to separate this.
Don't stop
Going to bring it down. Really? I've got a puzzle. Has it been an hour already? Holy crap, it has. I already have a puzzle piece. Okay, so now we're, yeah, this is going to be solid now. Now for simplicity, I would determine the size that you want to make it and pre-cut all the tubes, all the rods to the size that you want. So like your thicker rod, pre-cut it. So like this one, I'll probably do 3 inches on here. Maybe a little more. Janae, thanks for the heart meat. What's up, Wendy? Gotta do an alien. Wendy just sent the alien emojis over there. Gotta do the alien head. Park that off to the side. Pull a little bit off here. We are, yeah, dead on 3-inch. So this is a 3-inch section. Yeah, everything in the background I did do. Now, a lot of the bigger pieces were done on a furnace. So like the big furnace work. All right, so for this one, we're still going to do mushroom, but we're going to do a candy cane mushroom. And because it's solid, we're going to get away with it. I have way more ideas than I do time to make everything. So this is a freebie idea for you. This is for groves and dragonfly and all my other glass blowers that are awesome. So 2 stripes of red. Keaton, thank you. Glass yarn bowl. I would have to see. I can't even picture that in my head right now. I would have to think about what that would look like. What's up, Fancy? How are ya? What's up, Fancy Lad Finley? Good man right there. Give him a quick follow if you want to see some cool content. Okay, we're pulling this down. The white. There we go. Then we're going to go white on the other side. Yeah, 500 here and 102 on the tube. I think I finally hit the threshold for monetization on the tube. So I'm pretty happy about that. It's going to allow me to do some extra features on there for the guests. Like I can add better chat on there. That's going to be really cool. Had to get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. And we did the 4,000 watch hours in 2 weeks, I think. Yeah, we hit 4,000 watch hours in 2 weeks. So that was pretty awesome. Glass knife. I've got a glass dagger, not necessarily a knife. I guess it's a hybrid. Okay, so now we have black or white and red all the way around. Thinking about squashes? You're going to have to send me photos of that one. Thank you, Wendy. All right, so we're going to attach here. Yeah, everything's been going good. We're doing fantastic. Both channels are doing really, really good. All right, now that we got that done, we're going to create a spiral. Again, this is going to be a smaller ornament, but it has to be small due to the weight. And not everybody has big old trees. I like making mini ornaments. As Brandy will attest to, I like making the mini ornaments. Brandy actually got me back into making minis. Okay, so we got that spiral right there. And notice how it's kind of tapered down. Wider at the bottom, thinner at the neck. Yeah, definitely love minis. I like mini ornaments. I think they're cool as hell. Because you can display them all year, too. I wish. Yeah, you might be able to have the no B&D sticker. Yeah, I'm going to be able to add a lot. I remind you of the guy that's on Diner, Drive-Ins, and Dives. Yeah, he reminds me of me all the time. Minus the Camaro and the, $1 million bank account. Actually, I actually like his shows, so I'm not going to talk any crap. I actually like his stuff. So I'm just going to leave it at that. Yeah, we're working Boro. All right, so there we are with that shape right there. Kind of looks like a lighthouse. So that's the first effect you want, is a lighthouse look. All right, next spot, we're going to heat it up and flatten it into the mushroom. Actually, I should probably do it this way so I can hit the mold. But I'm going to swip again, ADD. So this lens right here, this is what my glasses are made out of. I'm going to show you what my filter does here. So now you can see that filtering. So that's what my glasses are doing for me. Versus that. Super bright, not so bright. So that's why I wear the glasses too. One, impact prevention, and two, filtering for the light. Okay, now I have to go to this side. So for this, on a mushroom that you're doing solid, you definitely want to use a marble mold to help shape it. Then we'll go over here. A little bit of a push. Then I use this to kind of straighten it out. All right, so now we got that mushroom look started right there. We're gonna watch the red on the top here. The red's gonna start coming in. Sid, what's up? Now watch this. The red's just gonna start miraculously appearing. I love it when the spiral happens. Here we go. Abracadabra. And there we go. So for this particular ornament, I wouldn't do much more. I would just make a candy cane style mushroom. I would not do much more than that. So you have one that has the Google eyes. I'll bring that one back out because I have to finish it off. And then this one that is just the red, white peppermint stick mushroom. Like that. Make sure we're all straightened out. We are. Like that. So this is just a mushroom style peppermint stick ornament. And I think this is a cool little simple idea, but it'll help you practice the spiral. It's very, very Christmas themed. And you'll learn to shape a little bit. Thank you, Wendy. Yeah, this is a cool little design. I like it too. But I can't make every design, so I was telling Dragonfly or Beth and Groves to practice doing ornaments that they could sell, and this is one of them that I would do. This is a version of something I would make. Yeah, you could definitely hang it in the car. So there. That's something I would definitely make for Christmas. And I think you would do okay with them. So we're going to bring Google Eye out. So this is mushroom number 2. This is the one that kind of has the goofy look to it with the hat and the face. Once that orange, so it's a hybrid snowman ornament. Hybrid snowman mushroom. Yeah, this one's I think you could technically name this Ernie and get away with it. Here we go. All right, so also I would not try and seal this off. This will give you good practice for this right here. So this is the tube cut method. So we're going to heat it up. Like that. So that'll give you that tube cut method. Looks more like beaker. Yeah, that's true. We could call it whatever. I'm good with that. I just think it's cool. Let me display it the other way. There we go. So yeah, that would be a cool little ornament, I think, that you could get away with and have a good little fun time with it. Just something goofy. And now you have that on video. Yeah, and I can send them to you if you want to. So you have physical copies. Thank you, Brandy. Yeah, that's a cool little mushroom. Actually, we should name that one Adorkable. Yeah, Adorkable. We'll name it Adorkable. Yeah, definitely get some practice in with that. I think it'll be good. Can I work all types of glass? You can, but this is an extremely hot torch for soft glass. It's overkill for soft glass. But doable. This was the ornament we finished last night, that prototype. I do like this guy. He's definitely going to make it in the lineup, the Candy Cane one. And then the bottom glows in the dark, so he'll have the glow-in-the-dark bottom. So that'll be kind of a fun little thing right there. Little techno dance there. All right, I got to make one of these guys right now. This will be the boring part. I do sell, yes. All right, here we go. Nope, it's not Jason Bourne, just Jason. Yep, link for purchasing is in my bio. All right, let's go. Big ass flame. Big. It's a little cold in here. Do I get hand cramps? No. The worst thing I have happen is my butt gets sore from the seat, like sitting. I hate saying it that way, but it's the truth. That's just the way it is. Get numb butt. Uncle Skin, what's up? Hey, I think this weekend we should sit and do your piece. If you're open for it. We'll do it live. Wendy, I appreciate you. The ghost? Yeah, the ghosts are cool. I have one nearby. Okay. Yeah. I used the wrong white on this. It's not going to really affect the look of it, but this white's 150 a pound. That one's 60 a pound. I definitely want to use that one. But I'm not going to stop halfway through. Do I make orders and ship them? All the time. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Lee. All right, next one. One more stripe on here. Yep, it absolutely is Lotus. I bought 10 pounds of it and I don't regret it. Besides the price, what's the difference? Okay, so Lotus White, the white that I just did, yes, I ship everywhere. Everywhere it's legal. There are a few places I cannot ship to legally. Lotus White is more of a like porcelain white, and the other one that I use is more. It's called Star White, and it kind of has more of a muted base look to it, like not so bright, not so shiny. It's more cotton white. So one looks like porcelain, one looks like cotton. If you were to look at the two. So it's really hard to tell, but in certain applications, you can definitely tell. Right now, we're putting on the green. This is also 150 a pound. Not cheap. Our house of screaming llama. That is funny as hell. Thank you for joining my stream. I love that name. What's up, Aaron? Yeah, I remember you watched this last night. Appreciate you coming back. Yeah, this is going to be a fancy bottle. It's going to be an expensive one. But I can't charge anymore for it just because the colors are more expensive. Customers just going to get a good version. You're going to get like an extra special one. All right, here we go. We're going to So one of the things you got to do on here, on this particular item, see that big white or clear gap in the center? If I left it alone, this wouldn't turn into a starlight or starlight peppermint, whatever you want to call it, candy. So I got to bring all that color to the center and spiral it at the same time. So we just take a glass rod, attach it, and then this one doesn't move. This hand rotates, and it's going to spiral that glass, and I'm going to slowly bring it to the center, and then try and melt it off as much as possible while keeping the center nubby up there as tight as I can with color. I guess nubby's a technical word for me. There we are. Now we have the colors. I'll let it cool off a little so you can see what I'm talking about. Now you can see all the colors kind of front and center there, spiraling around. And that gives that candy this look. I'm not even going to say it. I've seen versions of this where they don't look good. So now we're going to take this longer one and pull it down. I know I have the goofiest technical terms. Thingamajigger, bobby, nubby. It's my own language. All right, so now we're just going to spin it around. I'll try and keep it centered on here. Keeping it centered is really important. And if it's not before I blow it out, I can attach a rod and recenter it. So you'll always see me kind of look this way to catch it. The other thing that I do that's different, you'll notice a lot of glass blowers spin one direction and constantly go that way. Notice I'm going back and forth. I kind of go halfway around, then I spin it the other direction. For me, this works out really well, and I think it prevents me from having the carpal tunnel. Got it sounded like Happy Gilmore there. The carpal tunnel. Here we go. There we go. There's my strawberry shortcake hat right now. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. And doing that, I let it wobble a little bit. I got to fix it. Okay, there we go. So this is supposed to replicate a peppermint or starlight mint candy. So in order to do that, I do got to flatten it a little bit. That's right, or whatchamacallit, Melinda. Absolutely correct. Okay, so now we have the spinning section right there. It's flattened out. We do have the nice spiral going. How hot is the flame? Roughly 3,800 degrees Fahrenheit. Brandy, I'm sending you good vibes. Definitely sending you good vibes. Good seeing you. Okay, now we have to pop a little hole in here. Now the reason for this hole is so the hot air can exhaust when I seal the other end off. Sorry, I got hiccups. Holy crap. Haven't had that in a long time. Okay, so that hole, again, is to allow the hot air to exhaust. Because I'm going to seal this end off here now. And if I left it completely sealed this whole ornament, it would pretty much fail. Because what happens is as I start heating glass up, it would expand it. But the worst part is when it cooled off, it would shrink it. And it would make it almost into like a crater. So definitely got to have that hole. If you are a new glass blower, remember that. What's up, Nicky Poo? Okay, so I'm going to heat this up a little. I'll show you where the exact section that I'm heating. This is what I do like about it. You can definitely see that hot spot. Pick it up just a notch. Then we'll bring it down for some flame control. I operate my torch off of foot pedals. So I have two separate foot pedals down here that I can engage the middle flame and the outer flame. The center flame I do not have on a foot pedal yet. I'm debating it. And the reason I would have a foot pedal on the center is to control the size of the flame, not necessarily to turn it on and off. I can adjust the flame size via foot pedal. But for that one independently, I'm probably going to mount it underneath my bench and use my knee to maneuver it. So we got this little bump here now. We got to get rid of that. Looks like a spinny top. I wonder if this will spin. Yep. It does spin. Make a cool ass spinner top, right? Spinner top ornament would be nice. I wonder if I should make that. Little spinner top ornament? Yeah. It does spin really good. Yeah, it spins around fantastic. Yeah, maybe I'll... debating on whether I should try it. Might be a new ornament. That might be kind of cool. Yeah, we'll try it. Yep, new idea. Light bulb. That's my ADD going. I don't know if I have ADD, but I think I do. No, this has to be the ornament the way it is right now. I want to try it again and see if I can replicate that exact look to it. Sometimes you get one idea, it comes out a certain way, and you're like, oh, I want to redo it, and you can't. That sucks. Yeah, we're going to try it after. We're going to make a spinner top. Do I like using dragon glass? I don't know what dragon glass is. Somewhat Victorian type? Yes. I'm going to replicate this pretty much identical. Other than we're going to put a spinner, the top portion, we're going to make it look good. Not just a straight rod. We'll give it that nice look like a toy. Ooh, that got hot. There we go. It's almost like I've done this before. What's up, Gail? How are you? Yeah, I like the snowmen. Snowmen are fun. I came up with that about 3-4 years ago. Just a simple organic design. All right, then we're going to take this and we're going to pop it off. So this is how you remove a lot of stuff here. Just off it comes. It better look easy after 31 years. I'd be a little panicky if it didn't. Christy, thank you for the big shout out. Christy's got a shout out for the shout out. Christy. All right. So there's side 1 and there's side 2. Now that little window right there, that'll kind of fill in once it cools all the way off. But I'm going to show you we'll look at the difference of the whites. Okay, see that white right there? This is the other white. Okay, we're going to bring them out. I don't know if you can see the difference. Next to each other. Little slight difference. All right, let's try that in a top form. But before we get the top part done, I'm going to make the handle portion. Let's make that first. Oh, obsidian. No, I've actually melted obsidian before, but I've not done anything with it. What's up, Lucky Lex? That octopus, actually, it's not Chihuly, it's Venice. I don't know if a lot of people know, but that Chihuly look is actually Venice. Venice had it way before Chihuly. Murano Island. Snowman with elf ears? Yes. Yeah, that design dates back centuries. It's very, very, very Italian. There we go. Okay. All right, so we're going to make the little handle for the top. You make obsidian arrowheads. Oh, awesome. I made one arrowhead out of glass. It was fun. L to the B in the house. I like saying that. Okay, Lucky Lex, Beth is saying, I have to ask you how old TikTok thinks you are. The glass in the bucket goes into the frit bucket. So I make what's called frit. And frit is ground up glass that is about the size of sea salt. I don't know why they do that, but yeah, there's been definitely some buggy stuff going on with it. All right, we're going to split this in half, and then we're going to create the handle for the spinner top ornament. I was hoping I had some amber purple up here. No, I don't. 1 second. I gotta grab a couple glass rods. I don't have it up here. I wasn't planning on using this. I don't want the handle just to be clear. I want to add a little color to it. So we're going to use L to the B with the big shout outs. So I got to do a shout out for every shout out. L to the B, L to the B, L to the B, L to the B. Thank you so much. Yeah, we definitely keep it G-rated, PG, but yeah. I have lots of kids watching. All right, so in order to get this look, we're going to take this clear rod, the bottom one, and we're going to add this color to it. Now, this doesn't look like a color right now, but I promise you, when I get done with it, it's going to look like an amazing color. This is called amber purple. And what happens with it is, as I start heating it and transforming it, it starts transforming into a shade of amber. And depending on how I control the flame, I can get it darker, 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 and darker amber. And then it starts getting a purple hue to it, like it's glazed with purple. So it has an amber purple look to it. It's a very old color as far as the style, the recipe for it. It's still one of my favorites. This color never gets old for me. Never, ever, ever. We have Superfan in the house. Oh, I didn't give Lucky Lex my big shout out. Definitely got to go follow Lucky Lex there. Little 0311, maybe. All right, so next step, we're going to take this. Actually, might as well show you real quick before we finish it. So, see the color right now? It's a little bit amber. It went from clear to that. We're going to get it darker and darker real quick, and then I'll transform it. But I want to show you what happens before I do this. So you heat it up and you cool it down. This color is very magical. What's up, Ray? Good to see you. So now it got a little darker. We're going to bring it back in, reheat it. Bring it back out, and it's going to get darker yet again. And we'll do it one more time. And there we go. No, appeals can go real fast on TikTok. They can go within like hours. Did you get a ban, Lucky Lex? Like, did you get banned? A temporary ban? It's been going good. Oh my God, for what? You don't do anything bad. Okay, so we're going to take this and we're going to be spiraling different directions. Well, at least no one will ever accuse me of being under 13. I got that going for me. You're cold, send you some heat. I wish I could. It's not that hot in here. It's about 58 degrees in here right now. This torch doesn't heat up the room like you think it would. All right, so we're going to take this and I'm going to spin it one direction, spin it another, spin it back, spin it back. It's called a wigwag. I really hate that term, but it is what it is right now. So we spin it in one direction, compress it down a little. And then let it cool off, and then we're going to spin it the opposite direction. Stan, no. You want to see something cool? Check that out. Now, how many? Don't do this at home. Do not do this at home. If you are seeing this, do not do this at home. Do not do this at home. Okay, then we're going to come back here. We're going to spin the opposite direction. And we're looking good. So we got two opposite directions right now. It's hard to see until the color comes into play. I'm sure Sassy got a kick out of it. Thank you for the pumpkin. Then we're going to come back one direction one more time this way. And then I'm going to paper this off. And create a ball at the end here. Better move my water bucket closer. Seriously? You want the candy striped on the stand? Yeah, that's a cool one, right? Right now I'm going to be making a Christmas ornament. This one's going to be a spinner top ornament. So it should be kind of fun. So there's the little ball at the end of it. I'm going to put a hook on it. Actually, you know what? I don't have to put a hook on it. I can actually make that ball the hook. Use this tool hook. So this will grip the glass all the way through. And it'll create a little hole in the middle. Ball goes well. Anybody want to do the chicken dance? What's up, Dwayne? Okay, so that just created a tiny little micro hole in there. We're going to open that up. And then this will be the actual hanger for the spinner top. This will be cool. This is a good thing right here. This will work. I need a little beeswax. So I use beeswax on the tools to kind of help stop scarring. All right, so now we got a hole running through there. Nice and easy, right through there. Now I can make the spinner top and assemble this and not worry about having to add a separate hook. And it'll be super durable. Make a cone piece. I don't know if I want to make a cone. So we'll burn it off here, and that's what's going to get attached to the spinner top. Now I'm going to do the spinner top out of the green and white, but I'm going to use a different green for it this time. So this will be the handle that goes on the ornament for the spinner top. I could make it a key too. All right, my brain's going overdrive. I got to stop. I can't keep doing 20 million items. Gotta stop. Stop my brain. What's up, Kai? How are you? All right, so we're going to make now the spinner top portion of that. I'm debating on colors. Actually, blue and white would look good. Blue and white. We're going to do a blue and white. Yeah, I will have the candy cane one up very soon. Click on the link on my bio, and there'll be a link to where you'll find it. But yeah, I'll post a video of it as soon as they're available. I tried to get some video and some photos of it today, and I did not get to it. I was trying so many different things. Had a lot going on. Right now, we're going to make a spinner top ornament. Just to see if we can. How's everybody on YouTube doing? Y'all doing good? Type 1 in the chat if you are doing well. TikTok, type a 2 in the chat if you're doing well. We'll do 1s and 2s today. If you're having a good night, give a big 1. And a 2 in the chat on TikTok. Oh, good. I like seeing everybody. How can you buy the spinner top? Just message me, Daisy Girl, but right now I don't know how it's going to look. I don't know if it's going to turn out. Let's see if it turns out first. Wow, I like seeing all the 1s coming across. That's awesome. You're on both forums? There you go. I appreciate that, by the way. I really do. Yeah, let's see how it looks first. All right, so now we have crap. All right, brain is really working overtime. I'm gonna really mess with y'all. We're gonna have a good one. This one's gonna look outstanding. I got a surprise for y'all. See, this is why I like my brain and I hate my brain. It's like halfway through things, I'm like, ooh, I could do that. It never shuts off. My brain never shuts off. Uncle Skin, have a good one. Let's make your piece this weekend. Send me a message. We'll line it up. All right, so we got the white added here. All the way around. So we're going to fume this gold, and then I'm going to encase the gold with cobalt. And what's going to happen as a result of that is the cobalt's going to turn blue-green. So it's going to go from cobalt to blue-green. So, but we got to vaporize the whole thing. And we might get a little pink stain with the white. I don't know yet. But the cobalt's definitely going to go blue-green. It's going to have this really nice shade to it. Keep your hands and feet inside the car at all times and enjoy the ride, Becca. All right, here we go. We're going to vaporize the gold. So this process is called fuming. I am taking a tiny chunk of pure gold and vaporizing right onto the glass tube. The flame acts as a conduit to carry the gold to the tube. Oop, oop. And it essentially gold plates the tubing. like that. So now we have gold plating all the way around. Tell me that's not awesome. I love that. Okay, and we're going to take cobalt and do on top of that gold. Yeah, this is going to look outstanding. So what happens is the gold is underneath, and I'm going to encase the gold with the blue here. It creates this shiny green color to it. You'll still see a little blue, but directly on the bottom of this, it will look green, like shiny green. One of my favorite colors to encase gold with. You don't want to use a really dark blue. You want to use a medium to light blue, so it has the opportunity to shine through. One more stripe. And there we go. Hey Tess, how are ya? Ruby Tuesday, what's that? Yellow and blue make green. No, not on this one. Glass is totally different. You would think red and blue would make purple, but it does not. Hey Sam, how are ya? Will it ever drip? Not really drip, it'll bend. But it will not like drip. I'm doing good. How are you doing, Sam? Sam is one of I've been friends with Sam on TikTok for a long time. Samantha. So give Samantha a follow. She's got some funny ass content. I'm serious. She is hilarious. Hilarious. You are awesome. All right, here we go. We're gonna bring this in. We're gonna create that spiral. And keep it nice and centered. We're going to bring all this right here, and it's going to create a nice pointy section there. Samantha also does stained glass. So Lucky Lex, you should hook up with Sam. You guys should collaborate. Be fun. Now you can see all those stripes running around. Yeah, Sam sent me this cool star. I gotta put it back up. Sitting over there right now by my window. Because I like the sun coming in through it. Yeah, you two could do like a live stream together, side by side, stained glass. That would be fun. I would watch it. Okay, so we are melting this down. We're going to create that, hopefully, spinner top ornament. This is going to be a little big, too. It's going to be a big ornament. It's not going to be a mini, that's for sure. Definitely not going to be big or small. All right, we got it shrunk down enough here. A little bit more. Okay, we're good. We're going to blow this open. I'll try and keep it as even as possible while spinning. Oh, that looks good. That definitely looks good. What's up, Wendy? Thank you. Do you like the camera quality over here, Wendy? Looks better, huh? And look at that spiral. Doesn't that look cool? Mama Steven, how are you? Now we're going to flatten it out. How many times did you burn myself? None. With the torch, none. All right, we're going to flatten this down. What's nice about this ornament, it will look good in any direction. A bit flat there. Give it a little paddle. Oh, from Indiana, welcome in. Okay, so what I did there is I flattened it out. At the top there, we got the colors running through, that beautiful spiral running through. Let's bring it in there. And I'm hoping that you'll see the greenish color come through the blue with the gold. It's going to look perfect. Actually has a very purple look to it. Hold on. It kind of has a purple look to it. I know you can't really see it that well, but it looks very purpley. It should be green. Yeah, it should technically be green. But whatever, I'll take purple. Ohio, Connecticut. It's crazy clear on this side, huh? And the audio's good too. Yeah, I just got the confirmation email that I'm now qualified for monetization on the tube. So it's cool. The 4,000 watch hours I thought was going to take a lot longer, but I've got it a couple weeks. Okay. Definitely have to put the little hole in there. Can't avoid it. Oh, that's amber purple. We do not want to use that. There we are. Now I'm lucky. It does look kind of like tanzanite. It has that gold look to it. Like the gold shiny look. But yeah, I was not expecting that transformation. Was not expecting this. All right, so we're going to try and get that top look to it. So we're going to see how it looks. Yeah, the music's nice. It's relaxing. So the one thing I want to do is spiral this down. You can definitely see that. Okay, Miss V, we can definitely chat. I think Daisy Girl had also said she wanted one. Sorry, my voice is going. I'm gonna have to drink some water here in a second. All right, so we're gonna spin this up. and pull it down. Okay, so we're going to have to come through and see if we can see if it even. It still spins. It's a good spinner. It's okay, Miss V. I'll make you one. I'll make you one, Miss V. I don't know what you're talking about, Christopher. All right, so now we have to separate this, and then we're going to put that little top on there. Yeah, this color is gorgeous. We're going to burn it off here. Hopefully it doesn't fall off. It's barely on here. If it falls, it'll still be okay. I just have to pick it back up. Okay, there we go. Grab that handle. Okay, that's too big. I gotta cut this in half. Way too much. I gotta cut this in half. That was not proportionately good. Now we'll put it in. I'm not real thrilled with that hook. I am gonna taper it down and we're gonna put a classic hook on it. I do not like it. It does not go very well. It is not a good look. That's way better. See, it looks better without that big old chunky, bumpy hook on there. Now we'll put a little clear hook on here. It won't be as intrusive. much, much better. No, it's a spinner top, like a spinner top toy. So it will spin. Let me just tap that off. I guess it was on there stronger than I thought. I thought this would fall off, but nope. Kind of want to make this without the hook too, but there's the little spiral. Yeah, I think it looks good. It's got some cool color to it. But now that we've done that, I got to do the peppermint swirl out of the purple and white. Absolutely, days ago, I have to make a peppermint swirl out of that. I am so sorry. I wasn't going to do any more of that, but after seeing that, I can't help myself. I have to do it. Make sure my gold is on here. There it is. Yeah, kind of like a perfume bottle. But now we're going to make the candy version. I have to make it. I can't help it. Have to do it. Thank you, Michael. Valerie, how are you? Daniel. Yeah, spinner top. Yeah, I don't know about that. What's up, Jingles? How are ya? Let's quiet this torch down. So I do want to do a... Oop. I don't know what the hell happened there, but one of my cameras went nuts. Okay. I do want to do a sound check on YouTube real quick. So I'm going to change microphones. We got to let it settle in for a second, but I want you guys to tell me your opinion on the microphone sound. What's up, Jeremy? How are ya? Just got home? Awesome. So I'm gonna change microphones. Okay, it's gonna take a minute for it to kick in. I gotta wait for the NVIDIA. Is the ghost visiting? Maybe. It definitely might be visiting. Okay, we're going to pull this down. The other mic? Okay. Yeah, this one I wasn't sure about. We're going to be making ornaments. Christmas ornaments. All right, let me change back to the other microphone. And there we go. We're making Christmas ornaments. I'm going to do this version, but last one came out purplish, so I'm hoping to get that color back, but I don't know. You never know what happens. Yeah, now we're back on the original microphone. What's up, Betty? Okay, so we'll stripe it with the white like we did before. I'm going to replicate the purple, or hopefully replicate that purple with the gold and the cobalt. I hope it comes out, because if it does, that's going to look amazing, because purple is such a hard thing to do. So one of the things that's kind of interesting to watch how I apply this color is this just goes through the flame. Okay, you don't see this rod traveling up and down. The main object is doing the movements. And the reason is this flame is cooler here, hotter here, cooler here. So there's a range of flame for heat. So I try and keep it in the hot spot. If I bring it down here, it gets cold. Up here, it gets cold. So I try and keep it right in the hot spot. And then I move the object. And that way the glass rod, the color, stays the same heat. It allows me to do that smoothly. I always equate it to like if I gave you a pen and paper and said write your name, you would have to move the paper, not the pen. Did I waffle that? Nope, that's all right. It's okay, Jonathan. If you didn't know, you didn't know. That's okay. That's why I have mods in here to help with it. Okay. We're going to add the gold on here. So right now, it has just got the clear and the white. We're going to gold fume this and hopefully get that same look when I put the cobalt. So there's a tiny chunk of gold on the end of this rod. And we're going to vaporize that gold onto this tube up here. I got to straighten it out first. I got a little wobbly on it. Hot dogged on me. That's why I need a lathe. All right, so we're going to add the gold. Here we go. So this is the last time it looks like this. We're going to gold plate it. So what happens is the gold turns to almost like a gas or a vapor, and it uses the flame as a conduit to travel onto the tube and stick. Like that. And now we have gold plating all the way around. So that's what the gold plating does. Now we're going to encase that gold plating with cobalt blue and hopefully get that same purple effect. Is that the same blue? Yeah, it's the same blue. Did you sub? Thank you, Daniel. I appreciate all the subs. Subs are really important for me right now. I'm a small channel, so it is incredibly important. Even when I get a big channel, it's going to be important. All right, here we go. So we're adding blue all the way around. Rub-a-dub-dub all the way around. I have no idea why I said rub-a-dub-dub. Here we go. This one you have to be careful with, though. You don't want to burn the gold off before you encase it. Oh, we're at 80,000 likes. Awesome. TikTok's rocking. YouTube's rocking too. Both channels are actually kicking butt. Both channels are actually kicking butt. All right, now we got that cobalt on there. And I'm going to bring it out. You can kind of see the gold is still kind of present, but what we did is we encased the gold with a cobalt blue. Now I was hoping for a green look. Normally cobalt blue and gold fume turns green, but in this case the last piece turned out purple. So now we're seeing if we can replicate that purple. And that would be really good. I know, Miss B. I know you love purple. I like purple too. It's just a pain in the butt to try and find. Yep, I made the little chandelier in the background. It's about half the size of the one in my home. All right, so we're going to grab it up here, right in the front. We're going to start spiraling. And you're just creating a twist, a spiral, and I'm going to try and keep it as centered as possible on the front here. Pull it off very slow. I don't want to pull too much too fast, or it creates this big, gigantic black hole in it. Only the opposite clear. That's not so little compared to, yeah, the one on the inside's, that chandelier is huge. I had that chandelier that's in my house now in a box for like 10 years because I had nowhere to hang it. All right, so now we got all that spiraled around. Now we're going to turn it to that swirl, that peppermint looking swirl thingy. No, I don't do any glass repairs. However, I am going to do a tutorial video on how to repair certain types of glass without having a flame. So there is a substance out there called ultraviolet glue, UV glue. It was primarily used for a long time on rear view mirrors of cars. So like when you would see a car that had a rear view mirror and that glue had to mount that metal on there. So they used an ultraviolet glue for that. Well, that glue is incredibly strong. I mean, incredibly strong. So if you use it on a glass repair, if it's a clean repair, like a clean break and there's not a lot of gaps or missing pieces, once you assemble that ultraviolet glue on the glass, it will actually be stronger than the glass itself. The bond of the glue will be stronger than the glass. There's a lot of big European glass blowers out there that make these gigantic vases with big bases and stuff. They are not fused together in the flame. They are glued together. I just blew a big secret for a lot of people. They are glued together. You'd be surprised how much glass monstrous pieces are glued. All right, we got a good spiral. What's nice about ultraviolet glue, though, is that it takes milliseconds. It only takes like 2 seconds for it to. Very similar, Wendy. Yeah, very, very similar. It takes milliseconds for it to dry. So once you put the two pieces together and you expose it to the, yeah, I'm doing this one, Miss V. Do you want it like the actual spinner top? If you want, I'll make it the same, Miss V. If you want one. If not, it's going to be a peppermint swirl. Okay, I'll make it a spinner top then. We'll do it that way. But anyway, that ultraviolet glue takes like 2 seconds for it to cure in the sun. So once you put the pieces together and you either use a black light or expose it to the sun, it's 2 seconds and then it's locked in. You know, like normally you have to hold glue pieces together. This one you do not. Once it's locked, it is locked, and it is not coming undone. The only way to break that bond is to heat it up. And I learned that trick. There was a guy in Las Vegas that made glass slot machines. Like, not real ones, but just ornamental glass slot machines. They were big too. And he glued all the parts together. That's how I found out about that glue. All right, we're going to pop a little tiny hole in here. It has to have a hole. And the only reason I knew that and met him is because he contracted me to make the slot machine arm out of glass, the little one-armed bandit. So I was making all the arms for him. And he brought me into the factory and showed me how it all worked, and it was cool as hell. I don't know if he's still in business either. He's a pretty well-known artist. His name was Anthony Malici. Anthony Malici. Malici Designs. That's it. Malici. Ultraviolet UV. Ultraviolet UV. Okay, Miss V. So we're gonna make this up for you. I gotta pop this out a little bit. Caved in a tiny bit on me. Hold on. There we go. So first thing we're going to do is taper this down. And create that spinner top look. And now I got that song stuck in my head again. You know that song, You Spin Me Right Round, Baby Right Round? Every time I do this type of thing, I think of that song.
And just for this moment, I want you to catch the thought you're thinking right now. And ask yourself, is it negative or is it positive?
So now we're going to rotate one hand just a little slower than the other and create a spiral.
We think so quickly, and the thoughts just go whizzing through our minds. It's not always so easy to
Bring it down, get a little more focused flame on here. Spin it up. And we're looking fantastic. All right, so I have to attach a punty rod on here. Then I got to make the handle separate because I didn't have the amber purple on this one. So we're just going to attach a little punty rod here. Straighten it out. Like that. How much is my propane bill? Not much. My oxygen bill's high, but propane, no. It's about a 10-to-1 ratio oxygen to propane. Thank you, Jenny and the Jets. How are you? All right, let me mellow this down a little. Pull that off. Say we got to park that in the kiln, but I think I got that purple back. I don't know if does that look purple to you all? Looks very purpley to me again. I think it looks good. I think it has that purple. Christy, thank you so much. Yeah, it definitely has that purple look. I probably shouldn't hold it over the water bowl. But yeah, definitely has purple. Thank you again, Christy, for everything as always. All right, let's make the handle for this. So we're going to use a color that I love called amber purple here, which is this right here. And this color is a striking color, so it kind of morphs into different colors as I go working with it. And it goes anything from a dark amber color to a really dark color with a purple hue to it, which will match pretty good for that piece right there. No, not making pendants, but I will show you the pendant from yesterday too. The pendant from last night came out freaking awesome. And there we go. Okay, we're going to grip this. So I just got to twist this up right now. I want to add some of that ambery color to this spinner top. We're going to kind of make it look wood grain on this one. So it has that old world spinner top look to it. Along with a little modern color kick with glass. But the amber purple won't show up for a while. It's going to take a little bit for it to strike. Okay, we're good. Now we just have to do the assembly. I've had tiny little burns, but glass doesn't transfer heat like metal. So yes, bare hands. Honestly, using gloves would be a hindrance for me. Using gloves would be bad. For me, personally. There are people that do use some gloves, but I would not like it. Now, if I'm working a 3.5 inch marble, yeah, sometimes when I get to the final stages of it, I'll use a glove, just because the radiating heat from the marble. But yeah. All right, so now we're going to create the little handle for the spinner top here. Just want to keep it nice and uniform. Taper it down, then we'll put a little hook on it so it can hang. These are actually cute. These are kind of cool, to be honest. Daisy Girl got the prototype, and Miss Vicious got prototype number 2. I like it. Yeah, I don't have any Kevlar sleeves that fit me. That Kevin's book. Thank you for the shout out. There's Kevin. Y'all need to go follow Kevin's book. He's amazing. He's an American hero. Fighting pedos. I don't like pedos. I really don't like pedos. So Kevin is an amazing investigator that wrote a book about his experiences in fighting crime with crimes against children. Kevin is an absolute American hero. Actually, he's a hero for the world. So it wasn't just the U.S. He got all kinds of people off the streets. There we go. Kevin, we're making spinner top ornaments. Why do I always talk with my damn hands? So that's a spinner top, like the old toys, spinny tops. And yeah, once the amber purple comes in, it's going to look really cool. It's an Italian thing. Yeah, but I'm not Italian. I'm Spanish German. I don't know of either one of them that talk with their hands. You know what? Technically, I might be Italian. I don't know. Of course, Miss B. Now that will get some brownish color in it that looks wood grain. Don't you fall off. You're part German and you do too? Okay, probably might be part of that. Watch it all night. Oh, thank you. I saw your message there, Betty. I got you. But first, I really do need to make a swirl of that. I need to do that version. I have to get that out of my head. There we go. Some of my art, I have a link in my bio. I have TikTok shop, and then I have another location. Have a good night, Daniel. Appreciate you. Okay. Got to make this. And we're going to pull this down. So this one will just be a traditional ornament, like the peppermint swirl. Used to have a spinner top when you... Yeah, me too, Betty. But I will make you one, Betty, for sure. Email Daisy Girl. Sometimes my messages on TikTok are not coming through. I know that since they've had the changeover, kind of, some of my messages don't make it through. You thought I was a chef? I am a chef. I'm cooking glass. And I make the meanest peanut butter and jelly sandwich on the planet. I know how to make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches better than anybody in this world. But just the right amount of peanut butter and just the right amount of jelly. And that is a master at work right there. Home Skill, what's up? Hey, Miss V, have a good night. Thank you for joining in. It was so good to see you. All right, so we're going to do the white. We'll add the cobalt. And there I go, talking with my hands again. Oh, thank you, Rusty. Yeah. All good. All right, let's add this white. And then we'll add the gold, the cobalt. And spin this thing up. This is so much fun. So I never planned on doing a spinner top for an ornament tonight, but this is what's nice about changing things up and spontaneously making something different. That's what I really enjoy. And I like it with live streaming because everybody gets to see that process. So we're 2 more stripes away on here. And there we go. And that's what I'm talking about. Thank you, Betty. Yeah, well, I was going to do a video of them. But yeah, I'm glad you saw it too. All right, so this is the clear with white. The next step that we got to do is we got to add the gold. So again, this process is called fuming, like fumes. And we're going to take a little tiny chunk of gold on here. It's just a little baby chunk of gold on the end of this rod. We're going to vaporize it in the flame, and the flame is going to carry it to this piece of glass up here. So the vapors are going to transfer via the flame. And it's going to coat, or basically plate, the glass tube up at the top with gold. Needs a little bit more. Got to let this cool off for a second and then back in. Control the flame. And hopefully not let that gold fall off. A little bit longer than normal right now. There we go. So now you can see that the coating has applied to the clear in the white glass, turned the white glass pink, and it has that golden hue to it. Yeah, you can. I'm trying to get the microphones a little bit tuned so you can hear a little bit, but not the whole thing going nuts. Like you can hear a little bit of the torch, but not too much. Just the right balance. All right, next step, we're going to encase the gold coating with cobalt. Then everywhere this cobalt is not being applied, the gold is going to burn off. So everywhere I'm putting the cobalt, it stays. Where I'm not putting the cobalt, it burns right back off. It vaporizes out of here. All right, we're doing good. Yeah, I think we're doing really good on here. I got it pretty evenly spaced. And one more stripe, and we should be done with the cobalt. And there we go. Fantastic. I'll bring it in front of the camera. Now you can see all those colors striped around. Now, what's interesting is the gold on top of the white looks very golden, almost like it's a bar of gold. So next step, we got to pull all this front and center and create a spiral. So I'm going to superheat the top. We're going to stab it with this glass rod like this. Then we'll start slowly pulling it apart and spinning at the same time. And that's what creates that really neat looking spiral, psychedelic looking spiral at the front of the ornament. There we are. Enchanted Wood, how are ya? What's up, Jill? Thank you for the share. So hopefully you can see that spiral running around there. Hello, Melanie. Yeah, we got that really nice spiral going. What do you say we kick it up a notch flame-wise? Let's go. We'll use the big flame for a moment. Gotta run the legs out of this thing. Now that's a fire. Yeah, this is a pretty color combo. And again, happy little mistake. This is why I love my Bob Ross moments. Happy little mistakes. Although someone's desecrating Bob Ross. I just saw these AI videos where they're showing him like screaming at the paint, doing dumb things. Like, no. We don't do that to Bob Ross. No. We don't use AI against Bob Ross. Thank you for the heart, me, Wendy. I saw they're auctioning off Bob Ross paintings. I wish I could afford one. Yeah, that would be so freaking cool. He was a lot of my inspiration for mannerisms while I work. He's a good role model to have mannerism-wise for art. All right, so I'm trying to shrink this down, bring it a little bit closer in. This is going to thicken everything up. That bug just flew right into my flame. It did not last long. And then we're going to blow it out and create the candy look. Like that, we have a nice little pattern there. And we're going to take it in and taper it down. So just kind of paddle this gently in. You don't want to push it like you're angry at it. Just a nice little move this way. And then once you get done paddling that out a little bit, you always give it a tiny push of air. Like that. And that takes a lot of that stress out of that part that I just pushed. Without it, it might create a little stress with like a little cavitation on the inside. So we just eliminated a lot of stress on that. I wish I could do that for myself, but hey, it's okay. Now we got the breathing hole in there, and that allows me to be able to finish this up. Without that hole, I would not be able to do this. Oh, look at that color. Oh my God, this is beautiful. I got to hit it with the light. Look at that. Oh my God, that's beautiful. This is a cool ass color combo. I'm definitely keeping this color combo. Yeah, that has to stay. That has to be incorporated in. There we are. Now we'll burn all this off. I know, right, Betty? Betty has one of the, I think Betty has a one of the largest private collections of ornaments from me. She would definitely know. Purple Haze. Oh, Wendy! Wendy's always coming up with names. I'm naming it Purple Haze for the color. All right, I'm going to be posting it. It's going to be named Purple Haze. Thank you, Wendy. Yeah, it does look like that. It's got a little trippy spiral to it, little purple haze-ish. All right, now we're spinning it up. I got to bring it all to the center, but I don't want to leave this big gap. I need to bring all this color to the center, so I'm pulling it tighter and tighter and tighter as I'm bringing it down. And I just want a little nubby spot right there, a little clear. So now we have that look to it. Okay. I don't remember what Mario character it looks like that has a hat like that. Remember the Mario character that has a hat like that? What was the name of that character? You think I would know that. It's my era. Toad, yes. Doesn't that look like Toad's hat? Oh my god. And since I didn't make all of the whole thing, Nintendo can't touch me. There we go. As long as I'm not making the full character, they can go wherever they want with their stuff. Yeah, this is a beautiful color combo. I'm definitely adding that in. Okay, I gotta put a hook on this. We're at 99,300 likes on TikTok. We can get to 100K. I know we can. We're making just Christmas ornaments right now. I keep saying I'm doing production, but I keep developing new ornaments as we're going. It's getting crazy. But we just made a couple designs for Beth on here. Hopefully she will have some fun with them. Mellow that out. Straighten that hook up. It's a little crooked. There we go. There we are, 101K. Thank you, Kevin. And here we go. This is how you separate the glass. Ready? Looks a lot worse than it is when you do that. I remember the first couple times I was trying that, I was like so scared I was going to break everything. But get over it. All right, so let's see how this purpley comes out. So there's the reverse side. So it does have a beautiful spiral to both sides. Oh, see the gold right there? Can you see the gold hue? See that golden look to it with the reflection of the light? That's the gold actually doing its thing. We'll bring out the flashlight. Maybe I can get a double shot of this. There. So there it is. Look how bright that is. That looks really cool, actually. Yeah, I'm very, very happy with that. I like it. And again, this is the one from yesterday. We have the glow-in-the-dark little icicle, spiral, whatever you want to call it down there, the candy look for the snowman. That piece is really amazing too. I do like that one as well. Okay, I need to call it. It is 3 hours of live streaming right now, so I need to take a break and get up and walk around. So I might just be calling it a night, but if not, I can't guarantee I'll be back on. But if I am, say hi. But if I don't see you, I hopefully will see you tomorrow. Thank you, everybody that has subscribed and everybody that's always with me. I appreciate you. No, I don't get any little splinters. TikTok, you have a good night. Thank you on TikTok. I appreciate you. Purple Haze is going to appear tomorrow. I'll see TikTok later. Good night. And then YouTube, I really appreciate everybody. You all are awesome. So much fun. Crystal Pistols, no. Bubs, not really anymore. I don't do any water pieces, just dry. I don't make too much of that anymore. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with me. I so much appreciate it. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you want to see more, and click the little icon to get alerted. So I will see you all later. Have a good night.